These are the real problems facing mid-tier accountancy firms. Let's talk about mid-tier accountancy firms, not the big four giants with endless resources and global infrastructure, and not the small practices where everyone knows everyone, including what they had for lunch and why they're definitely leaving early on Friday. No, the mid-tier sits in that interesting middle ground, large enough to compete, small enough to feel pressure immediately when the market shifts. And right now, they're feeling it because the challenges they face aren't dramatic in isolation, they're cumulative. And that's what makes them difficult. Let's start with talent. This is the big one. Mid-tier firms are caught in a constant squeeze. They invest heavily in training graduates. They develop strong technical capability. They build people up to that crucial senior and manager level. And then larger firms or industry roles come along and quietly say, come this way, slightly more money, slightly more flexibility, slightly fewer busy seasons, and off they go. So firms are constantly rebuilding the middle layer. And that layer is exactly what keeps delivery stable, which creates a very uncomfortable cycle. Recruit, train, develop, lose, repeat. Now add in client expectations, because those have changed too. Clients don't really care what size your firm is anymore. They expect big four level service, big four level insight, big four level turnaround times, but without big four level fees, and ideally with slightly more availability on a Tuesday afternoon. No pressure at all. So mid-tier firms are being squeezed on both sides. Talent costs are rising, pricing pressure is increasing, and margins are getting tighter, which leads to another problem: investment. Because transformation isn't optional anymore. Digital audit tools, data analytics, AI-enabled workflows, modern practice management systems, all of it requires capital, time, and internal capability to implement properly. But mid-tier firms don't always have the same scale advantages as larger networks, so they're forced to make difficult decisions. Invest now or risk falling behind later, and neither option feels particularly comfortable. Then there's technology itself, because while AI and automation are creating opportunity, they're also raising expectations. Teams are expected to do more analytical work, more advisory work, more insight-driven output, while still delivering traditional compliance work at speed. So the role of the accountant is expanding, but the capacity isn't always expanding with it. And that gap creates pressure on people, on processes, and on leadership. Which brings us neatly onto leadership. Mid-tier firms often rely on a strong partnership model, but partners are now expected to be more than technical experts. They're expected to be business builders, talent developers, technology adopters, and client relationship managers in an environment that's becoming increasingly competitive. That's a lot of hats, and not all of them fit comfortably at the same time. So what's really going on here? Mid-tier firms aren't struggling because of one issue. They're being squeezed by several structural forces at once: talent retention challenges, rising client expectations, technology disruption, margin pressure, and a changing definition of what a firm delivers. And yet, and this is important, they are still incredibly vital in the market because they sit closest to the majority of UK businesses. They provide continuity, accessibility, and trusted advisory relationships that larger firms can always replicate at scale. So the opportunity is still there, but the model is under pressure, and firms that succeed will be the ones that do something very difficult. Balance efficiency with investment, retention with progression, and compliance with genuine commercial insight. Because in the end, mid-tier firms aren't disappearing, but they are being forced to evolve faster than ever before. And in this market, standing still is rarely a winning strategy. Thank you for watching. If this series has been of interest, please subscribe to Sheridan Main Recruitment TV. See you again soon.